There are 4 items that you're going to model in AutoCAD, and what this is all about is teaching you or giving you practice creating blocks. It's important to be able to do that, and not only that, but you also get practice doing pretty much everything else in Revit, and AutoCAD that you need to do. Okay, so this is the first video, and it's going to be how to create a door block. Some of you have already done that, but go ahead and do this again. Okay, we're going to create 2 doors on this one. So to start with, how do we create a door? Well, if we go to our draw panel, we choose a rectangle, and remember back in our previous learning last semester that doors have to be of a certain size. Code tells us one thing, that the front door has to be at least 32 inches, but typically by design standard we just make it a 36-inch door. A bigger door means bigger furniture can fit through. The rest of the doors in the house can range between 28 and 32 inches for like bedrooms and things like that, even some smaller than that for closets. But what we're going to do is we're going to create one interior door and one exterior door. So if we're creating an interior door, 32 inches is perfectly fine. So let's just do a 30-inch door. I'm going to draw a rectangle. As I said before, I clicked on the rectangle tool, and I'm going to click. And I need to enter some information because in my dynamic input, I can actually type my dimensions, which is the quickest, easiest, and most accurate way to do this. So if I'm building or designing a door, an interior door, or not really designing the door, but making a block to represent a door in my plan view, it needs to be 30 inches wide. So in this particular door, I'm going to draw it in the width part in the x-axis. So 30 inches for the x-axis. I'm going to hit the tab button to go over to the y-axis box. Okay, and it's going to be just 2 inches thick. Okay, now the thickness of the door is not really important here. And that's just a figure that I use. But main thing that's important is getting that width right, and also getting the symbology correct so that people know what they're looking at. Okay, so now we have a 30 by 2 door, 30-inch by 2-inch door, and I'm going to place an arc for my door swing. Now, of course, doors have hinges. Hinges, they either hinge on, look at your door at home, look at the door here in the classroom. They either hinge on one corner of the other. They're going to hinge on a corner somewhere. So that is basically going to be the center of our arc for our door swing. So I am going to choose Start Center End Arc. This is going to be the start. Now I'm kind of at the back of the door. This is going to be start. This is going to be center at the hinge. The hinges are going to be right here. I'm going to click and then start making my arc. When my arc gets 90 degree about right here, I'm going to click again, and now I have a 30-inch door. All right, and now I want to create a block out of this. So I'll go to the Insert tab, Create Block, name it 32 IN Interior dot door. I said 320, that's not a 320. Okay, make sure these 2 boxes are checked under Base Point and Objects because you're going to specify those on the screen. Once you check them, they're usually always checked. So I'm going to click OK. Now, the instructions in my dynamic input says to specify insertion base point. So I'm going to go to this corner. This is my hinge corner. And I'm going to specify that as my base point. Now, my dynamic input says select objects. So I just draw a crossing window. The way I do that is I just click up here in the top right, I click my left mouse button and release it. And then I drag my mouse, and I click again, and that encompasses the door. And we can now hit the enter button to make that a block. And I probably messed that up when I was going back and forth there. I think I did. So again, create block 32 IN door INT. And I don't know why I keep typing 320 when I do that. Okay, specify the corner, and then select with a crossing window and enter. Now I have a block. As you can see, it's all one item. There's my insertion point right here. Click on it and click on that insertion point, and you can move the door anywhere you want to. And that's kind of the reference point that you would use to place it. All right, next door is a 36-inch door. Okay, the reason I'm showing you two doors is because this arc and the arc distance is very important. So let's do the 36-inch door. So home, and I'm going to do a rectangle. Again, I'm going to draw in the X direction. In the X axis, I'm going to put 36 inches. Oops, and I should not have done that. Okay, rectangle, X axis 36 inches, tab, and thickness of the door is 2 inches. Okay, and now for the door swing, same thing, same arc. Start at the beginning, click, go to the hinge end or the center, click, and then arc. Okay, so now you have a 36-inch door. Now it's important that the door from here to here, it's 36 inches or 3 feet. It's very important that you get the same distance from that hinge point to the door swing, to the end of the door swing. Okay, so that's why method and sequence here is important. So that is doors. That is how to, I never did turn this one into a block. So let's turn that into a block. And 36-inch, oops, remember, no quotations, IN, door, and EXT for exterior. Everything is checked. I click OK. Insertion point at the hinge. Select the object. Hit the enter button. And now we have another block. Your blocks will appear right up here. Okay. All right, so that's it for doors. I'm going to do another video. I'm going to show you how to draw a tub. And that will also be part of your assignment.